Finesse swim baits. It's a technique that I would have to consider right here. A hot, versatile, clear water technique. Anybody fish clear water? That's what I thought. Pretty much everybody. Even if you fish water's got a little bit of stain to it, can still be very effective. Go ahead and move on to the next slide there. And one of the reasons I call it very versatile is because you can fish a finesse swim bait at any depth and at any speed. The only thing is with the depth, all you have to do is change how much you let it sink down, and you can affect what depth you're fishing it at. You want to change that head size, and you can change the speed at which you work it. And I'll get into that a little bit later, but also I put on the bottom, there's lots to learn. In my opinion, there's only been maybe 3-4 years where this technique has started to really gain popularity and get out there. And I put a picture of a Finesse Swimbaits, the Shockwave on this one side. My buddy over here, Luke, with a little Pro BBZ1 Baby Shad. That's another small, I call it a finesse swim bait. There's times that thing's got a little window. It can be just dirty on them, but by and large, when I'm talking about finesse swim baits here, I'm talking about the boot tail type, smaller swim baits like the Finesse Swimbaits Shockwave. We have a 3.5 size that I designed. That's pretty much the bait that I'm talking about when I'm talking about finesse. Really fast in order to keep it up. I'm fishing the same depth, but it's 2 different speeds. So you've got all these different head sizes that you can go from to change your speed. I hope that starts to sink in. That's one of the biggest, epiphanies, if you will, that I had fishing this technique, is that it finally hit me. It's like I was thinking that, you fish the heavier heads when you fish deeper, and the lighter ones shallower. That's true to an extent, but you can definitely fish lighter jig heads deep, and you can fish heavier jig heads shallow. You're just changing the speed. And the speed can be a big difference to whether you get bit or don't get bit. That's something that I've started to play with. I still don't have a complete full comprehension of, under this situation you want it faster, under this situation you want it a little bit slower. A couple like general things is that whenever the clearer the water, you're probably going to want that bait moving a little bit faster. If that bait's got a little bit of stain to it, you probably want to slow it down, because it lets the fish find the bait if you slow it down a little bit in that stained water. Like we talked about earlier, those fish in stained water, they're programmed a little bit more on vibration. Those fish in the clear water, they're programmed on sight feeding a little bit more. So they're looking, and if they can look and your swim bait's moving real slow, and if they can look and see that something's just not quite right about it, they might come right up to it and they might ease off. If that bait's moving a little bit faster, they might not get a chance to look at it real close. They might run right up to it, and it's moving so fast that they just get excited and they just eat it. It almost becomes a reaction because that bait's moving a little bit faster. So that's one of those things that I picked up years and years ago. I heard old Kevin Van Dam. That was something he was big on. The clearer the water, the faster you're going to move your bait. And tag on if that dude wasn't right.
I hope you enjoyed the preview clip, and for more like that and the entire collection, subscribe to the Bass University TV. And if you want the tackle that you see on there, I want you to go to the Bass University Tackle Shop, powered by Tackle Warehouse, and click right here, and it's all at your fingertips.
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Glusek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests. From on the water to in the classroom, you'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills. Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time. Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best. Subscribe to Bass University TV today.